Welcome back to Kuni 2. So now we're going back to Broadleaf to continue one of our subplots that we found there last time.
I just realized the map is called Tripdoor Map for some reason.
That's because it's where you check all the trapdoors that you found, so you can. It's the fast travel map. You see, Evan. In this game, we travel by map.
Makes sense.
All right.
Does it?
Yes.
It's magic, Shira. We don't have to explain. It's magic, Shira. We don't have to explain it.
You don't have to explain it.
It's for the convenience of the gameplay. Okay. Anyway, all right. Once again, Shira, remember this is the little girl who can see higgledies. All right.
That's right.
Remember, Drebs, you're the little girl. Go ahead.
Oh, excuse me. Are you all right? What's troubling you?
I think you might be a bit behind, but whatever. Oh, hey there, mister. I guess I'm not alright. You see, I started feeling a little better.
No, I seem to be fine.
I went to look for higgledies.
Oh,
But that made me feel sick again. My sister got so mad when she found out.
Why would your sister be mad at you for being sick?
You can't help it.
It's only because she's...
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Well, she was still sick, so she couldn't go outside still.
Yeah, I know. I should have just apologized, but I didn't.
You should have to apologize.
And instead, we ended up having this huge fight.
Aww.
Just give her your cold.
So that's what you're worried about.
Remember, she has this. Okay.
I had that higgledy walk with me. You would have calmed me down, and then I could have just said sorry, and everything would have been okay.
Remember, she gets more confidence when she's around higgledies.
That higgledy? Which higgledy do you mean?
Oh, I read about him in my storybook. It's such a cool story.
Okay.
So there was this wild, ferocious bandit, but he fell in love, and the power of love finally calmed him down and made him peaceful and kind.
Of course.
So he just needed to get laid.
Yes.
The higgledy was born with the power of his finally having become a peaceful man. And guess what? He lives here in Sequoia Valley.
Sequoia Valley.
Oh, so you read a biography.
I think we didn't say it already. Sequoia, it's a type of tree.
It'd be so great if I could speak with him. He could tell me how to make up with my sister. I just know it.
Well, why don't I try and track him down for you?
Which I already have.
Really? You do that?
Of course. I think asking this higgledy for help is an excellent idea.
Remember, Shira, you're the Remember, Shira, you're the older sister.
Thanks, mister.
You were saying, Shira?
Why are we having this conversation out loud right next to the sister?
Don't worry.
Good question.
I don't know if she's fun.
Here you are.
Hello.
This is the higgledy you wanted to meet, isn't it?
A Viking higgledy.
Cool.
With its flaming hair clipping from its
One
helmet.
for my storybook. Thanks so much, mister.
You're ever so welcome.
So, Slingsby, you tell me what to do to make up with my sister?
Tell her to fuck off.
I don't know if this.
Here go.
Yeah, I have to be fair. Well, yeah, this higgledy is positively metal. So yeah.
That makes sense.
It does?
You can understand what higgledies say.
She's one of the selected chosen ones.
Sure I can. Pretty much anyhow.
Kind of like Candy. Remember, Candy can also do it as well. Go ahead.
Herg.
Wow.
Hey, you're right. That's a great idea.
Marry my sister in her sleep. That'll solve the problem.
I'll tell her I'm sorry for going out by myself and that I know I'm not ready yet. And I'll ask her to come out looking for higgledies with me.
You're going to say what to me?
Oh,
For now on, she'll not leave without her sister, basically.
Oh.
That sounds like an excellent idea. I'm sure you'll be friends again in no time.
Aw, how nice. Alright, let's do it.
I'm sorry, sis. I shouldn't have run off by myself like that. I shouldn't have stayed out so long.
Shira?
Hey, it's fine. I may have said a little more than I should have, anyhow. It's just, I worry about you, you know?
Ever since their parents died, obviously she has to be both sister and mom. So.
Car crash or Voldemort?
Hey Teo, you know one thing. Maybe Lightning and Sarah would have been better characters if we actually explored this part of their lives. Just saying.
We just have to skip over to the part where she invites Snow at her house.
Of course.
So I've had this idea. When I start feeling a little better again, can we go out looking for higgledies together?
Also, yeah, I love your casting of us, Pedro. Shiro the older one and me the younger one, considering Shiro is a few months old.
Oh, sorry. Sure thing. That sounds like fun.
Well, when it comes to little girls, I try to use this is more like a Dwib's little girl. This one is more like a Shiro little girl, like in terms of. I don't know how I saw. Whoa, Jesus! I don't. The fuck was that?
Mike. Sure.
Wait, what?
No, it's fine now. It's fine. It's gone now. Don't worry. Whatever. The point is, Fang says you're the best. Blah blah blah. We're best. We're BFFs now. But. Shiro, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for helping my sister out again. I owe you a lot. We both do.
Oh.
Indeed.
You're welcome.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be her best friend, the rocking higgledy of the Night Helmet.
Oh, it's absolutely fine. I know how much you care about each other. I can't bear to see you not getting along.
Nice.
Question,
Notice if you, I don't know if you noticed, but they have the same necklace. That little rectangular green thing. Both of them have the same necklace, so that's supposed to be their sisterly bond symbol. Of course, once again, Hino loves using necklaces as a symbol of affection. All right, so let's look for more side quests here in Broadleaf.
So where to next?
Well,
what section of Broadleaf?
Right now we're gonna go to Midtown. Also, Teo, that's also part of the irony. Sequoia Valley, and it's incredibly polluted, and we're trying to save the trees.
Yeah.
So that's kind of that's the irony there. Let's see. Oh, here's some side quests that we have here.
No, we're just chilling out.
This robot.
Oh, hello.
All right, I guess I'll be the robot. Well, actually, first, I don't know what I do first. Do I do this guy or the?
No, Michael Moore doesn't seem interested in you right now.
Yeah, I get.
Oh,
yeah,
hello.
I'll be this guy. Hey there, King of Evermore. You know, I've been watching you running around, helping all over the place. I've been getting worried about you burning out, okay? Are you making sure to eat right?
Oh, it's a hippie.
You don't need to worry about me. Things have been very busy, but everyone's been kind enough to make sure I'm eating properly.
Oh.
That's cool, man. Well, that's good to hear. Nobody here in Broadleaf wants our nation's savior to be so rushed off his feet he can't eat a balanced diet, man. Okay. Oh, while you're here, there's something I wanted to ask you. Have you heard of the buyer we have around here? She's kind of a legend.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, someone for the bazaar? Cool. Really? Well, her name's Morgan. No, not that Morgan. And she can spot a hot new trend from 100 miles away. As soon as there's a cool new product on the market, she's there to snap it up.
Another very Welsh name right there.
It's interesting you say that, Shiri, because I cast her as you.
Of course.
Anyway, there's a rumor going around.
Yes, Morgan is a Welsh name.
Huh, we got plenty of Morgans over here.
Well, now you know where the name came from. Anyway, super rare items, eh? That's intriguing. Reckon we'd better go and have a word with this Morgan, eh, Evan?
Is he Canadian?
Debs is bird.
Alright, yes. And if she's as talented as our friend here says, perhaps we can convince her to come to Evermore.
Oh,
Actually, no, Teo, because
No,
the
I
A wasn't
fucked-
at the
I-
end of the sentence.
I fucked up. I mistook who was talking. Sorry.
Oh.
Righto, Sequoia's self-defense, here we come.
Yay!
Alright,
Lovely.
so with the world's best buyer. So yeah, as the side quest implies, she's the best citizen to put in the bazaars, so. In the meantime, might as well get this guy. Bleep, This ain't my bloopin' day. Beep boop.
I'm sorry, what?
You're looking pretty bloopin' quick on your blippin' feet. Flippin'
Dude,
Ekmon.
this is a children's game.
Flippin' Ekmon, that's sophisticated. Don't take the mic, Mon. Don't take the mic, Shiroi. I was programmed this way, and it seems...
I didn't know robots could laugh.
I only do to cope
Well,
with the
we
pain.
blippin' can alright. Now I ain't got no time to stand around bloopin'. I got more important things to be worrying about. Bloop.
No.
See, I got a huge, great pile of sizzling steak to deliver by year, and the blippin' light speed logistics system's only gone and bloopin' crashed on me. Again, boop. Still, I suppose I can all be paragons of mechanical virtue, eh? Heep beep boop.
Wait. Heap poop?
Is the...
Paragons indeed. Just listen to it.
I think this robot's broken.
Anyway,
Maybe
like
it's just born that way.
bleeping system's down, so I'll need your help delivering these blueprint steaks.
Bloops and bloops.
You all need to be quick, mind. They don't stay sizzling for long.
All right, we'll do our best.
Hey, Java, remember...
You've been brilliant. That's what I like to hear about.
Hey, Java, remember when we were talking in our Sonic 06 playthrough about how the time keeps going even when we're doing text stuff? This is another demonstration of how you should do it, because like you said, we have a time limit to deliver these. However, every time we stop to talk to someone, the timer pauses. So there's that. Go ahead, just whatever.
If your 3 minutes runs out, come back by here and I'll cook you up another batch. Just don't waste too bleeping many, alright?
Wouldn't it just be quicker if you came with us?
RoboChef, when did you become Welsh?
Not that I'm expecting.
Also, is he supposed to be Ramsey with all the bleeping?
You fucking donkey!
It's because Pedro. It's because Pedro. His text is written like lofties.
Oh, so it's a Welsh robot. Oh, so RoboChef is a Welsh robot. I didn't know you could program robots to have
Nah,
Welsh accents.
he's Ramsey to me now.
Maybe he's part Welsh,
Look!
part Scottish.
What's the spaghetti here? Look! What the fuck is this? Alright, so 3-minute steaks.
3-minute steaks. That sounds too good to be true.
Jova, have you ever had a blue steak?
Alright,
I meant steaks that taste good.
we already know the basic gist of it, so
It
we'll
does
skip
taste
it.
good, shut up.
Ow.
3 minutes, though. I mean, okay, yes, maybe in theory, but that's very hazardous.
We can use fast travel if it helps.
That's why not all restaurants actually sell blue steak, even if they have steak.
It's very easy, Joa, because the fast travel can be done even within cities. There's various trapdoors even within cities, so it's very easy to do these missions. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
No
So
doubts
is
there.
there one of these missions from RoboChef who gives you pizza to deliver?
No pizza.
It's not pizza time.
Sorry, you're not. Sorry, Terry. You're not. We're not. Sorry, Terry. We're not gonna hear that wonderful music.
The magnificent rendition. The glorious 144 quality.
I prefer Tommy's version.
I kind of like also the kind of insane joke that Insomnia did with Spider-Man PS4.
Oh no! Of
That
course.
was
Oh yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Of course. It's just that the Madly version from Regiment 2 is the one I grew up with. It's how I got introduced to it. So. All right. So let's see. Next one here.
The people of Broadleaf really. Oh.
Yes, Theo. Go ahead.
No, yeah, all people from all Broadleaf wants this steak.
It's a very popular steak.
I guess, since they got to order out, might as well. I guess it's a matter of which is the most popular takeout.
All right.
Steak is a very uncommon takeout.
Yeah, that's the
Usually when
thing.
it comes to meat-based products, it's usually chicken wings or something.
Remember, Shiro, there's one thing we've learned. Remember that lady who only ate for nutrients and not for enjoyment. It's abundantly clear that the people of Broadleaf are too focused on the science side of things, and have lost touch with other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Boop boop.
sorry, but I'm afraid I haven't seen her for a while.
Morgan, he means.
She'd probably...
I see. Do you have any idea which kingdom, perhaps?
Where could Morgan be?
Well, she did say something about needing to go to some town with a harbor. Maybe that's where she is. Couldn't say for certain.
Oh, so Captain Upon
A
Hull.
town with
Okay.
a harbor? Alright, thanks.
Now piss off, I need to make my progress.
Jesus.
Alright.
Hey, don't run off just yet. Why don't you check out what we have for sale first?
Excuse me.
Morgan stocked us up with some pretty cool stuff before she disappeared.
Weren't you telling me already to
Excuse me,
ride
can you
off?
move a bit on the
The,
left?
the robot is right now running its schizophrenia
Yeah.
protocol.
Yeah, Pedro, that's the thing though. Every time, a lot of times during this playthrough, a lot of ones, there's been times where I told, in my character's voice, I tell the main one to piss off, but then the next time's like, wait, don't go.
He is aware of you and he's sabotaging your joke.
Damn it, Hino, I can't have any fun.
You've ruined my
Oh,
you've ruined my favorite protagonist, and now you'll pay.
He's still not over Dick Layton, is he?
No.
Well, considering I did Dick Layton for like 7 straight games. Well, actually, no, 6. I didn't do that for
Curious Village. Remember that was me who did that line from listening.
You see, Hino, I didn't do it all the time. Why are you so bitter?
You know,
Why
funnily
so
enough,
serious?
Funnily enough, the reason that started was because of Skype messing with Pedro, and thus Dweebs is... You know, ironically, Dweebs started off as actually relatively nice as late.
No. I should have cast Webs to begin with in that role anyway, so it was for the better.
You know, the ironic thing is that a bit of early installment weirdness, but Dweebs actually started off as a relatively nice Layton in Diabolical Box. It was only until we... It was only until we
the Dick
started
Layton
getting...
thing just kind of developed.
Yeah, I think it started when we got to the brothel.
I think
I
it was
think you
more
might be
so-
right, actually.
I think it was more so when I started making Layton out to be a huge misogynist, like telling.
That's exactly what I mean, the brothel.
The
Especially
brothel.
when it turned out that he was dressed up as a woman because
excuse
of
me.
mixing up of voices.
We're filming here.
Come on, hand it over. What is it, by the way? Heap hoop heap, it's only a sample or two of my bleepin' specialty, the executive bloopin' steak.
You mean the very
Also,
steak that I
that
carried
expression
all over
is
for
very
you?
disappointing.
Executive steak?
Basically, the executive stick is one of the best foods in the
That's
game.
right, man. It's pretty much the tastiest thing in the whole bleepin' world. But don't take my word for it. President Vector bloopin' loves the things.
I don't
Oh.
see the word ribs in there.
I got this recipe comes from a famous chef from Ripton upon Swansea.
Also, steak is better than ribs.
Eep eep.
Siroy,
Steak
steak
too.
is the
Do
queen.
you two need to
Ribs
start a
are the
spot fest for
king.
this?
Right.
Yes, we do need to have a splat
Yes.
fest for this.
Yes,
I
we
mean, it's
do.
just lame enough for an argument to have a Splatfest. So.
That reminds me, Siroy, who's winning the current Splatfest between Smash Heroes and Smash Villains?
Oh, that was over like a week ago. Villains won. Yay.
Of course they did.
I couldn't even partake. That's the team I voted for, so the yay.
I mean, it helped that Marina was the one backing the
Blazing
villains
Ring.
because it's Marina, and 2, yeah, Smash Villains. I mean, they were kind of the new big ad for Ultimate as well.
I generally prefer, maybe not outright villains, but I tend to
So-
prefer antagonists in general, so that was kind of an easy choice.
Hold on, guys. Go ahead, too.
Yes?
No, I was asking where to next.
Hold on.
You're changing
We're on patch 0.1.03 by this point, so now we can have change in difficulty levels. Basically, everybody, when the game came out, one criticism that was leveled at it was the fact that outside of optional bosses, the game was relatively easy. So basically, level 5 took that feedback to heart like they always do, and they implemented a hard mode and an expert mode. So basically, you want the game to be hard. There you go. Put it on an expert mode, and let's just they've even included new bosses in specifically made with these difficulty modes in mind. However, it's not all bad. Hard and expert modes aren't without the rewards, though. The monsters fight and the chests you get from them are improved. So basically, it's a risk-reward situation where those who are willing to partake in these harder fights will get rewarded for doing so. Rewards that
Didn't
will...
you say expert mode is a bit ridiculous?
No, Shiroi, I have yet... There's a trophy in the most recent DLC pack, Lair of the Lost Sword, where you have to defeat the final boss of that DLC in hard or higher, and I cannot for the life of me do it, because that boss... Basically, Shiroi, that boss practically one-hit kills me in hard mode, and I have yet to try it on expert mode, because if I can beat it on hard mode, why should I be able to beat it on expert mode?
Even with your defense ramped up?
I gotta say,
Yes, Dubs, go ahead.
I gotta say, Welsh robot chef. That actually asked me a question for Shiroi. Are there any famous Welsh chefs?
Probably, but I can't think of them at the moment.
Probably, but they wouldn't be as prominent as someone like
too.
Ramsay, Nigella, or
Boyardee.
God forbid, Jamie Oliver.
Speaking of Wales, there you go, Shiroi.
How about Ainsley Harriet?
Hello.
That's Morgan. Hey, I don't rightly know what I'd do without you, Morgan. I didn't think me seaweed would fought, but now it's bringing a nice pile of cash thanks to you. She's great at evaluating value of objects, which of course makes it perfect for the bazaar.
Hey, don't mention it. It's a pleasure doing business with you as always. Let's talk again next time I'm in town, okay?
All right.
About that.
Also, dude, you're practically naked. Like,
That's how
I
they
already
do
noticed
it.
this
Oh
with
my
all
god!
the major inhabitants.
By the
of
way,
these
dude, what's
places.
your clone doing over there, by the way?
oh, that's my that's my twin brother. Don't mind him. Like,
It's like that moment in Heavy Rain where you spot the same NPC 3 times at short distance.
Yeah, I can help you.
no, can I help you?
You're Morgan,
Oh,
aren't
can
you?
I help you?
From Broadleaf. The one who buys wonderful things from all over
Do me a
the
favor.
world.
Do me a favor, Jova. Pause for like half a second. You're a bit ahead of us.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess that's me. But listen, if you're looking to trade, you should know I don't do business with just anybody.
Oh, yeah, I'm the best bazaar citizen in the game. Do you think I just go? I'm just gonna join your kingdom like that?
Super soon.
Do you happen to have some steak?
Well,
as a
actually,
matter
a
of
fact, yeah,
Oh, really?
yes, really. Jerry?
Really?
Well, there you go.
See, my line of work is all about finding out what people want and finding it for them. I need to know that the people I deal with are on my wavelength, you understand? Otherwise, I'd just be I'd just be wasting my time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Isn't this also kind of Evan's job?
True.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean, Evan's job?
Talent scouting.
Well, yeah.
I see. And how would I go about proving that?
Simple. Show me that you have an eye for quality by picking out the most valuable thing I'm carrying and buying it for me.
From me.
From me.
Yes.
Oh, that should be easy. I've
So
got
I'm
plenty in
guessing
my
this is-
coffers.
So I'm guessing this is kind of like of a beginner's trap in a sense that the most the object with the highest price is not the one you're looking for.
Well, let's see.
It's human life.
Jesus.
No, this.
It's the value in our friend.
Well, actually, go ahead, Shirai.
Sure, value is kind of subjective, but some things are equally priced the whole world over.
True.
For example,
If there's anything I could think.
for example, a copy of The Quiet Man is not quite on the same value as Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Well, to be
What
fair,
makes
It
you
may
say that?
be subjective, but I'm gonna go out on a whim here and say people would be more willing to pay for the latter.
true.
I did today.
Very good.
Go ahead,
So just
Shirai.
pick out what you think is my best piece of merchandise. Hand over the cash, and we'll see if you and I can work together, or if
Fucking
I'll
give
run
me
away. I
money.
don't know.
Hand over the cash and close your eyes and count to 10. You'll be in for a surprise.
Okay. 1. Oh.
Poor Evan.
Evan is so.
Gosh,
Robbing a king is probably not the best thing to do.
That's okay. Even if she runs away, I'll just have some of my top men and women go after her.
And
To
then
be
I'll have her
fair,
executed.
With
Hey, no need to look so nervous. I wouldn't even give you the test if I didn't think you were up to it. After all, you're Evan Pedowska Tildrum, founder of Evermore. I'm pretty sure you have an eye for quality.
Looks like we're famous all over the world at this point.
well,
I have helped at
all
least
the world.
I heard about you on Leafbook.
Yeah, that as well.
That would not surprise me. Okay then.
Well, he's thinking.
Yes.
Staring
Alright.
contest.
No, I'm ready actually.
Staring contest,
I'm
me and you,
waiting for
lady.
to say something. Oh dear.
You win.
I don't deal well with this kind of pressure.
Sure you don't.
You know, I'm not really sure you as the king should be saying that out loud.
He's
Also,
he's
Evan-
overly honest to us. That's one of his faults.
Yeah.
Also, Evan, you've dealt with situations way
As we all know,
more
there,
frustrating than this.
Ejova, as we all know, music is the greatest valued asset of all.
Okay.
Bingo. This songbook is highly this songbook is highly priced in all the kingdoms of the world. I knew you had an eye for quality merchandise.
I'm guessing that's Hino's personal favorite track. For the record,
Question. How
that
are you
songbook.
supposed to know this?
Sorry, go ahead.
So how are you supposed to know that one? I mean, what are the other choices?
It's the only. Well, think the others are just common consumable items, and her item is the only key item. So,
Okay, then.
and like I said, Jova, music is of course the most valuable of all gifts, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, considering the treasure trove that we have in games like Smash, yeah, they're quite a treasure.
For those who don't know,
Smash Ultimate is an iPod.
for those who I'm guessing that it's songbook number 24. I'm guessing that's Hino's favorite. For those who don't know, song number 24 is Boundless Skies, aka the airship theme. It's my personal favorite track as well. So I guess me and Hino share the same favorite track from Joe. That's nice.
Well, I didn't actually come here to do business with you, Morgan. I came to invite you to move to Evermore.
So the entire world of Ni no Kuni loves Boundless
That's right,
Skies.
Mum. One look at your wares was enough to convince us that you were a trader like no other.
Yeah, obviously your favorite song is Boundless Skies, so definitely you're worth our time.
You have good taste in
I
music.
can imagine maybe because it evokes a sense of levity. Maybe that's why.
Right, so you're headhunting me, huh? I'm honored and everything, but you'll need to do more than just ask.
Oh.
I imagined.
I'm not just going to let yourself hunt me like that. You have to prove yourself first. And I mean even further than before. Go ahead.
How about you bring me a Sunderlion? Okay, then I'll think about it.
So
Alright, let me just
you're
check my pockets.
so yeah. I guess it is true. I guess you offer a woman flowers and that's a great way to bring her to her side. I guess I don't know.
It looks like the White Cliffs of Dover in the background.
They grow someplace way high up in the rolling hills. Apparently, I've never been able to get my hands on any, even with all my connections.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
let me check my pockets.
So she's curious to get this item that she's never been able to get in her career. Okay.
They're very common in the garden.
So if I can find them, and I am the master of this sun. It's very high up. Well, we might be better off flying there.
All right then.
Hey, I don't care how you do it, but if you can get me some, I'd be impressed. I'll be here in Capstone for a while. Come back and see me once you've hit pay dirt.
Paid
It's a
dirt?
term for meaning when you've got what you need.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
All right then. I'm learning
If
a
Evan's
lot.
carrying around flowers in his pockets, then does he have a vase in there too?
Well, technically, Shiroi, there are various types of flowers that are used as materials. So technically, we are carrying flowers in our invisible pocket.
Among other things, yeah.
Just make sure they're not buttercups. Those can be deadly.
All right, to the rolling hills.
Yeah, don't eat those.
All right, so let's see. Let's
that-
mark it
that
on the map.
That shot there made it look like everyone was checking his pockets to make sure he didn't have one in there.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's look for it. There you go. See the boundless skies. See, Morgan has great tips,
Yeah,
doesn't she?
like I said, the sense of levity and relaxing.
And whimsy.
Yeah. I guess it's the perfect song, actually. It's the perfect song for traveling.
Well, the collector's edition too comes with a special selection CD. It comes with 4 tracks: Evan's Kingdom, Boundless Skies, There Is Hope, which is a triumphant theme, and the main theme. So those are the 4 selected tracks by the development team, I'm guessing.
I'm not sure right now what it may be my favorite theme for the game, but it's basically because there's just so many good of them, so it's hard to choose.
I think my
You can't go wrong with Joey Zaishi.
I think my favorite may be the boss theme so far.
Which one? There are 3 boss themes.
The one going up against Kingmakers, it's got that
Oh
nice
yeah,
jazz.
yes.
It harkens back to the days of Sonic Unleashed with the Werehog boss battles.
It's
that
called-
nice sense
yeah.
of jazz.
Except you don't hear it anywhere near as much, so you enjoy it when you hear it again.
He's
The
referring
boss
to the boss,
battles.
the boss theme with the Werehog, the one that sounds like an elephant strangled.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's called Fateful Decisive Battle, and yes, it's also my favorite boss theme as well.
I don't have a favorite yet because I'm very indecisive.
Morgan, it took us a while, but we finally found the dandelion.
Actually, that only took us about...
And it's actually a
10
sandalion,
minutes.
not a dandelion. What the fuck is a dandelion?
Whatever.
Oh, a dandelion. That's an actual. Well,
It's
it
not-
I'm
depends.
being sarcastic.
Yeah, again,
Well, that's just candy.
it's the alien terminology trope, Jova. It's like if Luke Skywalker actually asked Han Solo what is a falcon.
No lion whips?
I have to say, it looks just like any old dandelion to me. Why are you looking at
Dandelions
the
do
cool one?
exist in this universe.
Hold on. Go ahead, Shiri.
Good question. See, you used to be able to find them all over
Sequoia Valley.
Sequoia.
AKA
Sequoia
tree.
Valley.
AKA tree. So, but pollution, so yeah.
Gosh.
So we're kind of going extinct.
Yep.
Yep, not anymore though. But I'm hoping that if I can get this to the research guys back in Broadleaf, they might be able to find a way to reintroduce the species to the area.
So yeah, once again, the subplot of Broadleaf trying to solve its pollution problem.
Here.
Figures. It took this much and for a video game to tell an environmental message without hammering into your face. Humans are bad.
Although there is the theory that is basically the plots of Sonic 1, 2, CD, and 3.
Well, Teo, when we finally get the side quest that is the final payoff of this subplot,
But even in general, something like with Niall also before that you mentioned, like in general, the game mentions this theme, and I guess it's more emphasized with Broadleaf's technology damaging the nature. But it's not. But it's not like a moment where, for example, in this case, Morgan turns to the camera, like for example, Falsetto in Turtles and says, "Humans are such terrible creatures, aren't they?"
Why do
I
humans
mean,
hate those that are different?
I mean, it's very fresh in my mind, so I guess the only thing I can say is Watership Down is just the ultimate humans suck story. They might as well just be screaming
We
it
kill
like every
thieves,
other
therefore
line.
we are bad.
Oh, Watership Down, basically Bambi on steroids, and by that it means it goes beyond just the typical maybe Bambi's mom is dead and has to dramatize every single animal death.
Life as a rabbit is shit.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's not as bad as Life of a Cat going off of that one movie. What was it?
One of my personal favorite tracks as
Caroline?
well, since we were talking
Yes.
about the music, this particular track, Carefree Days, this is also one of my favorite tracks. It's so soothing and calm.
I think I'm guessing
Another benefit is that as a result, this also updates our Kingdom store because thanks to her knowledge and her of getting various different materials, a lot of new high-end consumables will now be available to purchase on the store. So another reward you get for doing side quests. Go ahead, too.
Thank you, Morgan. That's wonderful news.
I'm guessing since Joyce actually had more, well, not in a sense more time to work on this, but we know the story that in the first for the first game he managed to think of the entire soundtrack in a week. But I'm guessing here he had more time to reflect and maybe more coordination with the rest of the team, knowing maybe this goes better for a situation like this, so I should try to do more things. I would say that, at least so far, obviously need to read the rest of it, this game to me has the better soundtrack, even if I don't have a favorite right now. But I don't want to mean the one of the first game. I think they're both very good. I just think this one is also even better.
It has more. It has more variety.
I tend to be more drawn towards town themes.
Oh yeah, the town themes in this game are fantastic, especially Gold Paws. What I was trying to say was, well, that's the thing too. Remember, he composed the whole thing for the first game in the week, but that was not because he had a limit time. That's all he needed. That's the thing. It wasn't because of any time limit. A week was literally all he needed, because Joe is just that awesome.
I'm guessing then he wasn't too busy with anything else.
He himself said that he was feeling particularly inspired when he wrote the soundtrack for the first game.
All right.
My guess too, it was the breath of fresh air that he needed, because up until that point he had been basically composing Miyazaki movies back to back.
Yeah.
So the Ni no Kuni games were basically a breath of fresh air, and according to the booklet of the second game soundtrack, he got to meet a new best friend of his, because basically he described in this game's official soundtrack booklet, there's a statement by Joe Izashi. This was very easy for me to come in and work on the sequel, thanks to my great friendship with Mr. Hino. So only worked with Hino in one game and already considered him a great friend. So basically, once again, Hino...
Well, working on the game for...
sorry, Dwips?
Well, he was working... He said he only did the score for the first one in like a month, didn't he?
A week.
A week, we just said. He managed to compose the whole first game soundtrack in a week.
Anyway, Morgan.
Whatever you need, Morgan can get it for you. Using her network of connections, she can source weird and wonderful items from all around the world. She may seem a little cold and businesslike at first, but she has an abiding love for the unusual and obscure.
My type.
Alright then. So I'm guessing you'll definitely be getting this side quest the moment you hit Chapter 8.
Well, you have to understand also, Pedro, when it comes to open world, I try to do a bit of the most cleanup I can before proceeding to the main story. Kind of like what you did for this playthrough so far.
Same. I also did the same for Spider-Man. Anyway, see you for the next part, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.